I've always found longer cables to be really annoying because they clutter up my desk a lot and there will always be a ball of entangled cables near my charger, and I just find it to be really messy. And when I'm using long cables with my power bank, the excessive cable length will just dangle around when I'm walking. I did try using those velcro straps and cable organizers to manage the mess, but they still look kinda ugly when there's a bunch of cables lying around. So I went online and found some extremely short USB-C cables from different brands. I bought a few of them and started using them for about a month, and never would I have thought that they would make such a big difference in managing the cable clutter on my desk. Here's some before and after results for you to look at. After using these short cables, I realized that many of our devices that we are using don't actually require long USB-C cables because we don't move them around that much. Take my 3-in-1 wireless charger for example. It stays stationary on my desk and I don't ever move it around. Similarly, for the wireless charger on my bedside drawer, it is always on the same spot so that excess cable length is not really necessary. And when I'm charging my power bank, I usually just leave it beside the charger so I don't actually need extra cable length. For the external SSD, it is just sitting at the top of my CalDigit dock all the time, so using a short cable isn't a problem since there's no reason to be pulling it further away. With smaller cables, it is much easier to keep them in those smaller compartments in my bag, and I no longer have to deal with cables tangling up and blocking my view when I'm trying to look for things in my bag. So for devices that stay in place and you don't need it to be far away from your charger, I think that using short cables can make a big difference in decluttering your space. It has made my desk and bedside table a lot more organized. But definitely do keep your longer cables around because you will still need them for devices that need to be far away from your charger, or for devices that you want to be using while it is charging, such as your mobile phone. If you want to know what are some short USB-C cable options out there, here are some that I've tried. The first one that I will recommend is the Hagibis USB-C cable. Hagibis is a brand that is known for making cables, external SSDs, and docks. This one costs just under $10 and it is capable of delivering 240 watts of power. This makes it excellent for those power-hungry devices such as the 14-inch or 16-inch MacBook Pros or those larger capacity, high wattage power banks. And because it has a transfer speed of 40 Gbps, it is also suitable for connecting to external SSDs for high-speed data transfer or recording ProRes footage to an external SSD. It has a length of about 13 centimeters and the housing is made of silicon. I think this cable is the best value for money in terms of charging speed and data transfer speed. Although the build quality isn't as good as the next cable that I want to recommend, which is the Chargekey cable from Nomad. Nomad is a brand that is known for making high quality wireless chargers and phone cases, and they are definitely more of a premium brand. The Chargekey cable has a maximum length of 11 centimeters when unfolded, and when it is folded, it measures just 7.5 centimeters in length, making it more compact than the Hagibis USB-C cable. It also has magnets to keep the USB heads together so it is not flopping around. The USB-C housings are made of zinc and they are electroplated for extra scratch resistance. The cables have a braided sheath for extra durability against repeated bending. It does feel quite premium and well built when holding it, and it has some weight to it as well. However, it is a lot more expensive, coming in at $40, and it can only transmit 60 watts of power, and the data transfer speed only goes up to 40 Mbps. I won't use it for data transfers because of the slow transfer speeds, and I usually reserve this for charging my smaller devices like the iPads, iPhones, cameras, and lower capacity power banks. And I find the ring hole at the top to be a little too small, and I wish that it can be wider so that it can be clipped onto my carabiner. For the more premium cost, I think this is not the USB-C cable that I will recommend to most people, but I just want to put this option out there to consider if you like something more compact and has a pretty good build quality. If you prefer USB-C cables with multiple charging head options, there's this one from Stylepie, but it is not that reliable in my testing. This cable can insert to your charger via USB-C or USB-A on one end and can insert to a USB-A or Lightning port on the other end. When unfolded and with the adapters on, it goes up to 17.5 cm in length, and without the adapters, it measures 14 cm. When you fold it, it measures just 8.5 cm. There's a little strap that keeps the cable folded, and the cable housing has a flat profile and is double braided with nylon, so it should withstand bending quite well. I was able to get 140 watts of charging using the C to C configuration, but only able to get 12 watts for the C to Lightning configuration and only 8 watts for the A to C configuration. For the A to Lightning configuration, I was only able to get up to 7 watts. And I noticed that sometimes the cable wouldn't charge when I used the adapters, and I would have to sort of wake up the cable by charging using the C to C configuration first, then later when I put on the adapters again, then they would start to work. That's why I say that this cable isn't that reliable. So, will you give short cables a try? Let me know in the comment section below what you think about them, and if this video was helpful, do hit the share button and send it to someone who may benefit from shorter cables to declutter their desk. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.